Hey guys, it's if Miss Mo here, and I'm here with What If Saiki replaced Saitama. And you know the drill, Saitama doesn't exist, but Saiki does. But before we start, don't forget to check out any song I have in the background in the description below. And basically anybody who helped me in this video is in the description below as well. But with that said, let's start the video already. So we start off with Saiki walking. Well, we're not really walking. You know what, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that as a flashback now. So we start off with Saiki watching TV, with mom cooking and his dad looking at a newspaper. Out of nowhere, the TV changes to a news box saying, "Emergency news. City blank has been destroyed by an unknown entity." And his mom says, "How horrible." Well, they show the destruction of the city. His dad says, "Do you think it's a monster?" And Saiki's mom says, "Of course it is. And it must be really strong. Saiki, you should go deal with that. But I'm eating coffee jelly." Says, "Come on, go deal with it." Saiki's like, "Fine, I guess I'll go." He then leaves. We then cut to a large purple humanoid monster with antennas. As he's observing the destruction of the city, he sees a little girl crying, but as he gets near it, he grins. His hands start to large and morph into more monstrous. But as he's about to crush her, his hand stops. That's why you're like, "I can't move my body." That's when he sees in the corner of his vision, a pink-haired boy. Not purple, sorry guys, a pink-haired boy with two antennas, a pair of green glasses, and just regular casual clothing. So I guess that's really annoying. Before he closes his hand and the monster just gets squished. Saki then says, "Well, that I dealt with that already." He then teleports away. We then cut to 3 years ago. We get to Saki walking, and there's a paper saying career applications. So Saki says, "What am I gonna do? I'm almost graduating high school, but I can do almost anything, so it's not like anything's gonna be hard for me." But then here's the thoughts of some sort of monster. The monster's thinking, "I'm gonna kill that brat that you nipples on me. I'm gonna kill him." Saki says, "What an idiot." Then he hears the thoughts of a little boy saying, I love my ball, and I still can't believe that crab fell asleep on our tree and I got to draw nipples on him." Like I says, "What an idiot." But the crab is pretty close. Then I cut to the boy playing soccer, but when he kicks it, the crab squishes it. And the crab monster says, "Nan, I found you." The kid says, "What are you?" What do you want?" He says, "Don't you remember you chewed nipples on me while I was sleeping? I'm gonna kill you now." But then they hear stepping. And then they turn to see Saiki. But the monster sees Saiki, he says, "Buzz off before I kill you." Like he just lifted his hands. In a matter of seconds, the monster gets engulfed, leaving burnt crab. Saiki then walks away, and the kid's looking at him confused. We then cut to 3 years in the present now. Basically the prison now. We cut to Saiki buying coffee jelly. And he says, I need to bite these quickly before it shows up. But he starts to RCPS for it. He says, "Finally I bought it before it showed up." That's when people start running, and then half the shop gets destroyed with just one full step. And only with a few seconds to spare. Huh, neat. He starts walking home. He thinks to himself, "The guy's really huge. Probably should get rid of it just in case." So he then pinches its head. That's one of those things where you pinch something in the distance. It makes it basically the foresight, where it basically makes it look like him smaller than it is because it's far in the distance. So it basically does that and then pinches its head. Like that, the monster dies. Like it says, Says, matter was so good of it. My mom found out I didn't deal with it and I was near here, she'll probably be angry at me. We then cut to Saiki walking home. But a couple of days later, Saiki is watching TV. And his dad walks and says, Kusu, teleport me to work. Saiki says fine. But as he teleports him, he goes back to the room. So Mom asks, Saiki, I wanted to ask, are you planning on going to college? Saiki says, I'm not sure. But calm down, I'm only 20. And his mom says, I'm just worried, Kusu, you don't seem to want to do anything. I was thinking, the Hero Association it pays pretty nice. Maybe you could become, but Saiki says, I don't want to become a hero. I've seen how heroes hacked, and my mask is annoying. Tornado, a terrorist, pretty egotistical. Pretty pure prisoners, basically a pervert. Pig God is just disgusting. I don't want to become a hero or hang out with those people. Then the news says emergency message. A large swarm of mosquitoes have been spotted near City C. These mosquitoes have shown that they've been able to devour livestock very quickly. They're extremely dangerous. It's like it just says ew. But then her mom says, Saiki, those aren't really dangerous. You should just sort them. She says, I hate bugs. They're so small and creepy. I can't read their minds. Like, then burn them or something. Just go deal with them. Like he says, fine. But he teleports. He says, wait, hold on. He then reads somebody's minds and says, why am I here? Somebody's already here. And he has fire abilities. He's reading somebody known as Genos' mind. So he says, well, I can't teleport for another 4 minutes or 3. So like he just says to sit there. There's a serious explosion in the distance. He says that he's losing. Might as well go help him. And we then cut to a few minutes before. Cut to a man robbing a store and breaking a window saying, I can't believe people are scared of some bugs. Idiots. But then mosquitoes start to surround him. He starts getting eaten alive. That's when a mosquito girl shows up and says, delicious. But then she hears, so you're the leader, huh? So she turns around to see a blonde cyborg. She then tells her mosquitoes to suck its blood dry. As they go do it, nothing happens. That's when the entire swarm gets incinerated. She says, what? How? He says, do you honestly believe you can defeat me? He says, stay here while I eliminate you. He then starts shooting blasts at her, but she's dodging them, all of them. But then she starts charging at him, where he shoots blast. But as she doesn't dodge, it gets close. So finally, she passes him. And then he says, my arm. She says, do you need a hand? Then she looks at her legs and says, my legs! Because when she grabbed Genos' arm and ripped it off, he ripped off her legs. She then starts running, with Genos blasting. She says, this guy's quick and dangerous. If I don't do something quick, I'm gonna die. She then says, there's no people in the city, but there's plenty of wildlife from mosquitoes have been sucking dry. She then summons a bunch of mosquitoes. But then, and they surround her, but then Genos does a giant blast and destroys it. He then says, I thought because she had intelligence, she would be smarter, but no, she got her horde in one big, she got all mosquitoes in one big horde, allowing me to limit them all at once. But then he hears laughing. That's when he sees Mosquito Girl has changed form. She then says, look how strong I gotten. Before slashing a building in multiple pieces. Gino says, if she's that strong, then maybe blood isn't just a food source, it's also power. As he tries to blast her, before he can even realize what's going on, she surges up and slashes him. Then throws him into air and slashes him more and more and more. Gino says, this thing is too powerful. I'm gonna die. But then she says, I'm gonna stick your head on my mantle. Or keep your head as a trophy. Gino says, no, I can't become a trophy. I can't let Dr. Kusuno's tech get in wrong hands. So I have to self-destruct. As he gets ready to self-destruct, he hears somebody said, self-destruct? Is that not a little isn't a little desperate. That's when they turn and see a bright glow before Mosquito Girl gets hit, and the beam is so powerful it goes past her and through 5 buildings, leaving the holes molten, almost leaking in molten lava. Like it says, I hate bugs. Good thing she was somewhat sentient, so I can still read her mind. But the Saiki walks away. Jenna says, "Wait, who are you?" Saiki says, "You can't become my disciple. You can't become my disciple." Jenna says, "What?" Saiki just teleports away. But then Genos gets taken home by a drone to his doctor. As he's there, he says, "I remember his face. Must scan network for him." After a couple hours, he says, finally found him. Kuso Saiki, younger brother of Kusuke Kuso, a well-known genius in London. And then the doctor says, "What do you mean, Kusuke Saiki? Kusuke Saiki? Yeah, Kusuke Saiki, not Kusuke Kuso. Kusuke Saiki." He says, "His younger brother saved me in incredible powers." And the doctor says, "Well, that's pretty known amongst most of the most intelligent scientists." And he says, "What do you mean, doctor?" He says, "A long time ago, his brother Kusuke Saiki visited me. He said he needed my help. That he wanted to beat his brother in anything, but because his brother's unique powers, he couldn't beat him." And General says, "What type of unique powers did Saiki Kuso have?" It says, enough for me to believe that his brother's been mentally damaged from years of praising his brother. In his brother's eyes, his brother sees him as a god. And that scares me, since he's one of the smartest people I've ever met. If he let go of his egotistical and childish nature, he breaks us past being in technology." General says, "Interesting. A human with incredible abilities, with a brother who's an incredibly smart scientist. I must talk to him." We then cut to Saiki walking home. And he says, "I really regret saving that robot. For the past week, it's been following me. The reason I know is because I can read his memory. It can hear his thoughts. Luckily, he still has a human brain. In his human brain, that's the only reason I can still read his mind. Everything else is robotic." But he enters his home. His mom greets him. But then Saiki says, "Don't open the door." She says, "What do you mean, Saiki?" But then they hear ringing. She goes to open the door. Saiki says, "I just told you not to open it." So she's greeted by Genos. "Greeting, miss. Is Saiki Kuso live here?" Saiki says, "Come in. You already know I live here. You've been following me." Genos says, "Interesting. He knows I was following him." As he enters, he says, "Allow me to introduce himself. I am." Saiki says, "Yeah, I know Genos. Your parents were killed by a rogue cyborg, all that stuff. I know that already." She says, "How'd you know that already? Were you doing research on me as well?" Saiki says, "No, I've been reading your thoughts. You monologue a lot." Jenna says, You're able to read my thoughts?" Saiki, "Yeah, it's pretty easy." Then his mom says, "Saiki, I thought you want to keep that power secret." Saiki tells his mom, "I do, but this guy is very devoted. I can read. Not to mention, I have multiple I've had a precognition that I'm going to accept him as my disciple. If I don't, he's going to bother me for the rest of my life." Jenna says, "You can see the future as well?" Saiki says, "Pretty much." He then says, "Now let's go." And Jenna says, "Go where, master?" Saiki says, "I had a precognition that a group of people known as the House of Revolution is going to attack me. Let's go deal with them." And Jenna says, "Okay, master." As they walk, they're in a forest. Right now, they cross paths with an armored gorilla, a giant tiger, a mole, some sort of weird mantis creature, and 2 other ones that I don't remember what they look like or can't describe. Armored gorilla says, "Is that the one?" He says, "Yes." Saiki says, let's get this over with. We then cut to Saiki and Genos walking, with our Gorilla busted up mole with the mole monster in the ground. The lion monster has a hole in its chest, while the other monsters are burnt, and Saiki has a very annoyed face. He then says, good grief, it's gonna be a long day. But guys, I'm gonna cut the video here. Tell me when to see more. And tell me, to be honest, this video sucked. I'm probably gonna upload it, but still it feels like it sucked. For now, peace out and bye.